is up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with a live show. It is a smorgasbord of live activity here today, folks, and it can be as short or as long as you would like it to be. So go ahead before we get into all this goodness and smash that like button, hit the subscribe button for future content and the bell notification so that when videos like this drop ever so randomly, you are one of the first people to know and can make the conscious decision as to whether or not to watch it now or later. As long as you watch it, we appreciate you. We've got a couple of folks already tailgating in here. We appreciate you all. We've got Ruben Guzman always trying to be the first, in which this case he was, saying Cowabunga, fellow geeks. What is up, Ruben Guzman? And then we've got Phil Ailing saying hello to all. Appreciate you. Started a little bit early because didn't know how today's show was going to be. One of the reasons why is because if you look at the title of today's show, it says Comic Book Haul. And that is not so much the case. That is not clickbait. There should have been many packages here today that would have taken part of today's time. However, the USPS is not always reliable. So what do you do? What do you do? Do you change the thumbnail at the last minute, or you just let it fly? We just let it fly. So I do have some toys to unbox to fill in some of that time, but not much. But the biggest part of today's show, and the reason that I wanted to get on here, and again, I don't know how many people will or will not do any of the things that we asked, but I am looking to give away some books, some money, every which way that you wanted it to go. And but we're going to need some people in here to be doing that, because what I want to do today are some sub pushes for some channels that are members to the boxes of comics. Recognize this guy from Stanible's channel. Have you ever heard of IntelliFluence? They reached out and wanted to sponsor our channel, but it seems like spam, and showed us their YouTube channel. I wonder if that's that thing. Did they put in their chat to in the comments that, hey, have you ever grown with this before? If so, yeah, that is kind of a spam deal. Comic Collector, Tim the Comic Collector, what is up? So this is going to be kind of up your alley, because I know that you pick up, I don't know if you pick up all of these, let me know in the comments, but I know that you pick up some of them. So I've been working on the Merciless figure, and I finally just bit the bullet and ordered the last figure I needed on Makari, and guess what? Can't rely upon it either. Can't rely upon it either. So, you know, what do you do? Oh, they just emailed us. Yeah. You got to vet it, Google it, and find out. Ask some other people. So I have picked up these couple in lieu of having the entire unboxing of the Merciless figure and the various comics that I was set to do. But the biggest thing today is I wanted to do some sub pushes for some channels that are members of this channel that are near some milestones, if you will, on their channel. The first one that I wanted to mention was Remy Q Studios. Now, Remy Q Studios, if you're not familiar with them, does some crazy unboxings, sometimes with chainsaws, knives, and the like. Has even injured himself in the line of duty when it comes to opening up boxes for our viewing pleasure. Yeah, so I finally, well, I had to travel around to get mine, and then I saw the Batman Who Laughs with the Hawkman wings, passed it up, never can find it again. So I just finally bit the bullet and bought it off Makari, and it was supposed to have been here today, but even FedEx you can depend on. So, but that was the last figure that I needed for that. But I dropped the link in the chat for Remy Q Studios. Again, he opens up a lot of boxes. Currently, according to YouTube, he is at 443 subaroos, and I would like to see him get up to 450. Now, the way this is going to work, I have got a wheel that is going to be that have varying things on it, whether they're free books, whether they're dollar amounts and the like. And so if we can get any of these channels up to the said amount, then I will give those away. So it's really dependent upon you in the chat to reach out to other people that might or might not be watching right now, or to other people that you know, and also sub up these channels yourselves if you're not already. So the next one that you might or might not be familiar with is the Bearded Comic Bro. Now, he puts out a lot of content. A lot of it is, what is up, Vincent McLean, the Comic Machine? How are you? The Bearded Comic Bro puts out a lot of content, some with his wife even, and where they do some guessing games, if you will, as well as he does some reviews for stuff. He is currently at 575 subscribers. If we can get him to 600 before the show is over with, then I will give away some stuff there. So I'm going to finish this little intro. Then we're going to go into the unboxing and give that a little time. And so Chamorro Cinema, another member of the YouTube channel. He is currently at 332 subscribers. If we can get him to 350. I just like round numbers. And so some of these will be easier to get than others to that round number. And I'll check it. But if you see that we hit the said desired goal for any one of these channels, let me know in the chat and we can get to giving away money a lot sooner. How about that? The next one is Hoarder Tide. Hoarder Tide is a newer YouTuber. He is also a member of the channel. He's just now starting to put out content. He's done a couple of shows just with us in the background, getting his camera equipment set up and the like. Has a killer collection, so looking forward to some videos coming from him. He's currently at 37 subscribers, and so if we can get him to 50, then we certainly want to do that. When you sub them up, because YouTube, as you might be aware of, YouTube is sometimes will take people off your subscription list if you don't watch the content. So hit the like button on one of their videos and maybe put in a hashtag SCG sent me or something like that, so that YouTube knows you're interacting, and so it don't say, hey, you're just trying to do a sub push, so we don't want you to do that. Because if you've ever noticed or had somebody go, well, I thought I was already a member. All right, cool, Tim, thanks. And talking about Hoarder's Hide, Tim, I know you're a DC guy. Hoarder's Hide has got some killer first appearances on his DC. Just dropped a CGC video. I don't know if any of it's on that, but when he was playing with his camera and trying to get that tweaked out the other night, he was showing off some killer DC and Justice League books. So, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are the 4 that we are going to push for today, and let me know if any of those come about. Also, I wanted to let you know, if you have not already, go over to my Instagram page, and there is a post detailing how you can enter to win Marvel Team Up, which 141, I believe, which is the first black suit Spider-Man in continuity. Now, that's kind of a big book, especially if you're a Spidey fan or a Marvel fan, and it can be yours for free. So I'm giving that away when I hit 2,500 followers. So I'm 64 away from needing that. But all you have to do is, of course, follow the page, like the post, and then tag 5 people in the comments. And for those of you like myself who are not that knowledgeable about IG, that's where you put the little @ sign like you do with the email, and then put the person's Instagram name. So you do that for 5 people in that comment, and that will enter you in to win. And so once I hit 2,500 followers, I will be giving away that Marvel Team Up book. So I wanted to do that. Also, Burt Family 54 Comics. Somebody that you're probably already familiar with. Steve has a big channel and is doing big things over there on his channel. He is having an auction tonight over on his channel, and wanted to go ahead and drop his link. If you're not familiar with him, if you're not subbed up to him, certainly feel free to sub him up. But just wanted to shout him out because they are doing a auction tonight over there. Automatic Comics, what is going on? How are you? And then also over on, I'm going to be later on tonight, I'm going to be on Thunder God Comics auction, and it is over on his channel. If you're not familiar with him, check him out as well. If you're not subscribed to Bert, welcome to the community. You must be new. Yeah. Right. Swap for Comics, what's going on? Hunter Draws. Okay, first time that I've seen you in the chats. Thank you for joining. Killer Avatar, by the way. Something's Killing the Children, the Jenny Frizen variant. So while we're kind of doing that, is let's see. Your Instagram is Hunter Draws. Okay, well, okay, cool. So let's see what we got here. So on these DC Multiverse Robins, I have decided to pick up in particular all of the Bat family. So obviously one of the Bat family members is Damian, and wasn't a figure I was like too particularly happy about. I'm not a big Damian fan, but he is part of the Bat family, so that is why I picked this one up. I guess you can make an argument that, hey, wait for a better Damian Wayne, because I'm sure there's to make another Damian Wayne at some point, especially now that he's are going to get a new costume of sorts with the new Robin launch, at least if that is popular. Just bought the whole collection of Stray Dogs, all the variants, and got okay, cool. That's pretty cool, because Stray Dogs is one of the ones that I wanted to pick up the variants for. I like those movie variants like that. DC did several of them back in the day, and I picked up most of them. I need to get that Justice League Dark one they did with for Beetlejuice. But I think that overall that the McFarlane toys do a good job in capturing these toys. Certainly they're better than the toys that myself and probably you grew up on, as far as points of articulation. When you got the foot that also does like that. There you go, Tim. Followed you over there, Hunter Draws. And so you can get some different poses. And if you've been paying attention to my IG page, you notice that I've been doing several different things. Also been playing with this YouTube short phenomenon that's going on right now. The crazy thing about those YouTube shorts, you never can second guess them. So I had one that I did with the Transformers, and nobody seemed to, it didn't take off. And then I look, and it's got 800 something views last night. And then I look again today, and it's got 1,300. It's like, whatever. Damian's really character accurate, but it doesn't really match the other figures. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Is it the bright colors, you think? I really like the Nightwing figure, the Sean Gordon Murphy verse Batgirl figure is really nice. Of course, they're doing it based on, is that John Boy Myers maybe? That's a Teen Titans cover, because I used to have that one. And look, Steven Spot, reflection. But yeah, so pretty cool there. Certainly more movable than the action figures of Days of Old. Certainly more expensive than the action figures of Days of Old, right? But they come with the stand with them as well. This one seems a little more limber, which I guess you would kind of expect with Robin. Sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad. If they're more limber, they're less likely to stand up, even with this little thing, this little peg thing that their feet stand on. I've seen some people have the little holder that holds them up from behind there. I think you get them at Hobby Lobby or somewhere. Louis the 13th, what is up? What is going on? Yeah. So that is Damien. So he was a standalone figure. He was not with one of the builder figures. Now, I also have this one right here. I actually bought two of the Robin Earth 22s, which are part of the Merciless figure. I bought two of them because I wanted it to be more like this right here. I wasn't going to do four, but I did buy two of them so that they can go along either with the traditional Batman Who Laughs, which was part of the Batmobile wave, or they can go along with the Hawkman Batman Who Laughs. That was in the thing. Now, if you notice this right here, this is my son's attempt to open this because he thought it was cool and he wanted to open it. That is pure gold, hard to get. Oh, okay. Captain Comics, happy birthday to you. He's always shouting happy birthday to everybody because every day is a birthday with comics, but literally it is his birthday. So happy birthday to Captain Comics up in the house. We've got the cards that they traditionally do with this. So this is pretty cool. Robin from Earth 22. I've gone back and forth on them. And so finally, because I started getting so many of the DC Multiverse ones, I was trying to be not obtrusive with those boxes, meaning that, you know, hey, if I went to sell them, I could put them back in the box. And aside from the little things that hold them in the plastic, I could basically put it back the way I found it. And I said, there's just no way I can keep up with that. Aggressively relaxing. What is going on? So we've got some other folks in the chat. So basically, for those of you to play catch up, comic books didn't come in like they were supposed to. So I'm unboxing some of these toys instead. But still what I'm doing is a sub push for some of the channel members who are at some milestones. And so if you'll look back at the links above, those are to several different channel members: Remy Q Studios, Bearded Comic Bro, Shamro Cinema, Shamaro Cinema, or Porter's Hide. Those are all channel members, and they are near milestones on their channel. And so I had mentioned earlier, if we were to hit any of those milestones, that I'm going to be giving away some money today on the Wheel of Names. Hopefully it's not a rigged wheel, right? So the Remy Q Studios is currently at 443, or it was. I know Tim said he wasn't subscribed to. Well, I don't know about the last one. I'll save that money for more toys and comics. But Tim was not subscribed to him, so I know Tim has subbed some of these up, so the numbers might be a little bit different. But what I said was Remy Q Studios, if we can get him to 450 subscribers, we'll do a giveaway. Bearded Comic Bro is currently at 575. If we can get him to 600, Shamaro, I don't know why I have a hard time with that name. He's at 332. If we can get him to 350, Hoarder's Hide was at 37. If we can get him to 50, then we'll give away. And so if we can get all of them there, that'll be 4 different giveaways that you can win. Obviously, with the amount of people that we have in the chat, then you're going to have to reach out to maybe some people over on the IGs shoot some messages out and help with some of that maybe. So appreciate the 7 of you that are hanging out. Also, while I'm opening up this Merciless figure, I did want to go ahead and shout out the YouTube members. Like I said, some of them we are doing sub pushes for today. Some of them don't need no help because they're well on their way to new heights past even this channel for sure. And others just crossed over thresholds themselves. But do want to shout them out, appreciate them, as well as the Patreon members for their channel support. Also, as you know, values of these comic books go up from day to day. And so visit gocollect.com for all of your collecting questions. And you can get even more in-depth information with a paid-for membership. So, yeah, but it's really cool, especially like a few months ago when we had the, sorry about the sound, guys. A few months ago when we had the snow down here. If you notice my Instagram, I was having way too much fun out there. Station, what's up? What's up? I was just mentioning you. So we're doing a sub push, man. If you wanted to jump in the channel, I put that link in the SCG Collective Instagram chat. If you wanted to jump on here, shout out your channel, tell everybody a little bit more about what your channel's doing and goals, things that are coming up on your channel, feel free to do so. But we are trying to get you to 350 subs right now. So you were at 332 before anybody subbed you up. That's wrong. I wonder if that's going to inhibit, which I got another one, so I don't guess it really matters. Let's see if the other one does that. Yeah, oh, the other one does it too. Okay. StreamYard is kind of laggy right now, folks. What's going on? Adrian Panda Awesome just crossed over 500 subscribers himself. So shout out to Adrian. So this is really cool. I really liked it in the Batman versus Superman. And I'm playing with this new camera setup. It's a Epicam on iPhone. But playing with this new setup, if y'all hadn't figured that out. But on things like this, it really does a lot better. I thought I like that thing, you know, where they said, yeah, you know who I am. And then he said Shazam. So that was pretty cool moment there. So I've got another one of these that I'm going to open when I actually get the last figure of the Merciless figure. This is just my extra right here. But as I said before on the other, stuck at work, no problem, man. Shout out to Adrian Panda Awesome. Certainly cool dude, member of the community. And again, congrats on just hitting 500 subs. So definitely really cool. Man, what's all these people doing at work today? That sucks. So he's not quite as limber, and it's his Robin scale shorts that are keeping him from doing it. Cardboard Crazies, what is up, man? Hey, where's my Beta Ray Jim, man? Beta Ray Jim. Beta Ray Bill. I said Jim because there's a guy in the community named Beta Ray Jim. So he's also got this little thing right there on his neck, the little hook, and this little, feels like metal. Maybe it's just hard plastic. But it hooks on to him. So that is really dope. Really dope. I'm going to have fun setting these guys up. Matter of fact, just to make this more interesting, hey, are you going to do a live stream showing that off? Be interesting to know. Cardboard Crazy is another member of the community. He's an artist, and I'm going to drop the link in the StreamYard. If you want to join and I recognize you, then I will let you in the stream. If not, then that's fine too. So Really cool how they're all crouched down and got the little deal. And I've got the traditional Batman Who Laughs. So he's kind of stiff, but I really wasn't a fan of the winged one, but I got it because, hey, I just think that would be cool, you know? How would you like to wake up next to that, right? Yeah, hey, man, look at that panda dropping those channels in the chat. So this is the piece of the Merciless figure that he comes with. And so the Merciless figure, of course, is Batman and Ares, isn't it? Is combined with Ares in whatever world that one was from. And so pretty big little figure there. And those bigger figures are going to have less articulation, but this one's still got enough. Yeah. Hey, man. I mean, you ain't got to just for my sake. I just thought it'd be cool. So, yep, that is pretty cool. And this is the sword that came with Damien. A little bit of overkill, if you ask me, since Damien's a little guy. So, since Damien is a little guy, that is a little bit much. But let's check this out. So, Remy, let's see where Remy is at. Remy's still at 443 subs. Bearded Comic Bro is 576, so he's got one. Right. Three. Oh, look at that. So we got 4 on Shamaro. Why do I butcher your name all the time, dude? What is going on with this? But anyhow, got 4 subs there. Let's see what we got for Hoarder's Hide here. Hoarder's Hide. Because I know he's a newer channel. Oh, he's up to 41. So we only need 9 more subs for him to do a giveaway. Like I said, some of those were a little bit easier than others. Hey, Mark, what is going on with you? Hopefully you're not stuck at work too, like everybody else. We've got 9 people up in the chat. Be sure to smash that like button. As a matter of fact, Hulk smash that like button and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification if you have not already. But if you have, we appreciate you. And if you're watching this live or on the rewind, we appreciate you. Did want to mention for those people that are coming in, because we are at 11 folks according to StreamYard now. Paulo, what is going on? What is going on, man? Long time no see. I guess I met him over on oh crap, Thorsten or the Varangian Vigilantes channel. And Legion says, just getting off. Yeah, so thanks, Panda, for doing that. So Legion is another member of the comic SCG collective, so to speak. And he just crossed over 700 subscribers. So congratulations to him. I think he's doing a video like every day. I think he gets up like 3 o'clock in the morning and does a video before he goes to work. So it's like crazy. So if you like DC in particular, Tim the Comic Collector, if you're still in here, Legion is a big DC fanboy. As a matter of fact, if you haven't already, he's probably somebody you need to get on the fanboys with you guys, Comic Foo, and Foo is a furry, and the like, because he's a big DC fan guy, you know. So, anyways. So there is my shout out for him. Also, over on the Instagram page, trying to get to 2,500 followers. If you're not following me over on the IG, be sure to go do that, because right now I'm giving away a Marvel Team Up 141 or 142, first black suit Spider-Man over there. And all you have to do to enter that is to follow the channel. Also, you have to hit that like button on that post and tag 5 people in that post. And yes, the Fuminati, you got to watch out for. Beware of the Fuminati. And you've heard that Fu is a furry and all that other kind of good stuff. I seen it firsthand. Got to meet him. He came down to the Huntsville Comic Expo a couple of weeks ago, and met him for the first time in person. He was hugged up next to this Japanimation character, you know. So I don't know. I can only say what I see. Say what I see myself. Who dat? What is up? What is up? Who dat up in the house? My neighbor to the south of me, saying hello. And he's stopping by before the quick plug for his auction in 30 minutes. So appreciate that. Look, never fear. If you're always wanting to buy comics, there's an auction going on somewhere near you. There's always an auction going on somewhere near you. Fuminati, the comics conspiracy that rules the world of comics. Exactly, man. Exactly. Legion, if you are still watching, did you not want this? The last giveaway show that I did, I gave this Pop Pez away for Evelyn, Masters of the Universe, and you won that, but you never sent me your address. The Geek Aficionado. Well, yeah, send me your address. So if you want that, I mean, if you don't, then I won't send it to you. Sleepy Reader 666. What is going on up there in the north? Oh, pay it forward. Okay, we'll figure out somewhere to get it. Somebody likes it. So I hear that you ran into Sam the other day. So who is Becky? I mean, you got to tell me who Becky is. I know Bueller always gives Sam a hard time about Becky, but then Sam is quick to say that there is nothing there. Okay. But let us see who we got. We got 12 folks up in the chat. Appreciate y'all hanging out there with us here. Went comic hunting. What is up with that? Going to the Fan Expo in September. I'm not sure yet who that. Not that creators have to be there in order for me to enjoy a good comic convention. It's just an added bonus to push me to go, especially I'm not sure what the ticket prices are on that. I hadn't seen any creators. It looked more like one of these celebrity fan fest with the Fellowship of the Ring. And occasionally I get a celebrity signature, but that's not generally what I go for. I've got to look at the dates too, because the dates might be conflicting. I usually got something that I go to. Hunter's Issues. What's up? Weren't you just in here? Hunter's Issues? Or did you change your thing? No, that's Hunter Draws. Okay. Just another Hunter. Okay. There is no Becky, only Zool. Oh, okay. Yes, I mentioned that earlier. Yes, Burke is doing a auction on his channel later on, 9:30 Eastern. So John's Comics with Kids, if you're watching this, that's 8:30 Central Time. See how I did that? All right, so we are pushing for, well, if this thing will go, Hoarder's Hide. So Hoarder's Hide, a newer member of the comic community, is just now starting to drop some content, trying to get him to 50 subscribers. He is currently, and I just dropped his link in the chat, he is currently 9 away. So while we've gotten 4 while we've been sitting here, so his is one of the low-hanging fruits. Then we've got Tomorrow Cinema at 336. So got 4 there too for you, my friend. And since we've gotten started, and so we are trying to get to 350 there. Station. Sleepy Reader 666. Thank you. Cardboard Crazies. Awesome. TK's Batcave. Yo, yo, yo. What is up, TK? Hello, Stanables. Hard to type one-handed. So did you have your surgery today? How did everything with that go? Hopefully everything went good. And so the Geek Aficionado says he has a claim sale Saturday around 3 p.m. Central Time on his channel. So there you go. Adrian's at work, but he's able to drop those links. Also pushing for Greg, the bearded comic bro. He is now at 576. So we got one. Need 24 more. So there were some that are a little bit more of a stretch. Well, hopefully, Stan, that you will get better. Hopefully that means you will get better. How about that? All right. And so then we also got Remy Q Studios, Mr. Chainsaw himself. I'm not going to say what else he relates to chainsaws with, but he is currently at 443. So he only needs 7 to get to 450. If we can get him 7 more subs, hold up, 7 more subs, then we will do a giveaway there. What is going on, Legion of Comics? How is it going?
Good. Just walked in the door. You look lonely. So I'm like, I'm going to hop on here for a minute.
I'm lonely, so lonely. Yeah. Well, yeah, man. I was just trying to shout out some of the family members' channels here and get them to various milestones, if you will. Got a few subs here and there, so that's always good. Got 17 more people in the now.
Nice.
What's that?
Everyone's getting off work, it looks like.
Must be. Yeah, that's twice you said his name. One more, he'll show up. Yeah, you pull him out of the ether. So yeah, I mean, you just crossed over 700 subs yourself, and it's like are you trying to drop a video every single day?
Yeah, for a long time now.
Yeah. Well, it's paying off, you know. YouTube rewards that consistency, you know.
Look, I couldn't do it today. I was just too beat yesterday. I had like one of the worst days I've had on the job in a long time, and I don't know what this is. So oh, awesome. So I just did a short this morning out of nowhere. I'm like, dude, these are the perfect cheat videos. Little short. So I just did a channel update, talking about what's coming and the subscriber giveaway coming up and all that. And I'm like, perfect. Right. So at least people get notifications. At least it stays relevant.
Yeah, it's and for whatever reason, these people are enjoying these shorts. I was mentioning earlier that I did like a little skit with the Transformer toys, and it hit 1,300 views. And so it's crazy, you know. It's really crazy. We got the comic drill up in the house. I think this is the first time I've seen you in the chat, or it might not be because I recognize that avatar as Superman at the dentist, but maybe I'm just remembering the comic.
And now, do you credit those views for shorts? Like, what do they count toward? Like, they're just ghost views.
It's just activity toward your channel, really.
But is it though? Like, I don't understand how they work exactly, because I've done a few and they've gotten ridiculous numbers on them. But I also watch YouTube shorts, and as I'm just strolling through them, like, is everyone I stroll through getting hit with a view?
Yeah. So if you like, if you have the YouTube app on your phone and you like stop long enough, it'll start playing that video, right? Even though you didn't click on it. Well, if you go back to your history, you'll notice that it's in your history, even though you didn't play it. So it does count as a view if you stop long enough for it to play anything.
Now, I'm not big money bags like yourself, but do views count for anything once you're monetized?
Well, no, it's just activity. So if it gets enough activity and interest in your channel that somebody goes, hey, I'm going to sub him up because I like this and I might like his other stuff, then it does. But, out of that 13, because what it has done, because I've been looking at the statistics of it. So a lot of the people that are watching those shorts are girls, whatever reason. And they're a lot younger than what my typical age demographic is. So
it's the TikTok crowd.
It is. And that's why YouTube's doing it.
Yeah, there's
because
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm a YouTube guy, so I don't mind YouTube trying to further their platform and keep it relevant. You know, I enjoy YouTube, have for a long time. I remember watching Cobra Kai when it wasn't on Netflix, when it was a YouTube original. That's when I first started paying for YouTube, was when it was still called YouTube Red.
Well, does YouTube regret letting Cobra Kai go?
I don't think so, because it just doesn't match with anything else they're doing.
Yeah.
Everything else that they said, Cobra Kai was like the best thing they had, even when they first came out with it. Even at that time, all the other shows they were doing were done with like influencers, like popular influencers. They would come in to do funny little shows and stuff, and most of them were just not for me because I didn't care about the people that were in them, you know. But if you follow those people, I'm sure that they were a blast, and you know, they still do original stuff. They've had some cool little music documentaries and stuff, but I don't know. Do you pay for YouTube?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I can't stand commercials.
Well, and I guess that would be a benefit. And you know, once your channel's monetized, you actually get a little piece of the pie. Somebody watches your stuff and they got YouTube Premium.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so I don't know if you've heard of Blasting and Stashing Comics. Pocan Joe is one of the guys from Blasting and Stashing Comics, and he made this poof box for me, so I can kind of show it off to Finn. So you see, it's got the little Doctor Strange logo on there and glow in the dark paint. It's got the Doctor.
I saw him making that. He was live making it, and I didn't know who it was for or what it was for.
Yeah, he was making it for Finn. So you got the box. You know, you get Batman here. You put him in the box, and then poof, he's gone. That's super cool. Yeah, I watch their channel every Friday night at 10 p.m. They go live and do their comic book reviews. And it was one of the things that he was working on, because on his channel, separate from Blasting and Stashing, he always has his secret lair projects. He makes like real Wolverine claws where they can actually spark when you rub them together and stuff. And he said he wanted to make something to give back out to the community. And he watches my channel and he thought that would be awesome for Finn. So I'm going to do a little video and see if Finn doesn't have like one of those crazy 3-year-old reactions to when Batman disappears. He might cry if I make Batman disappear. I might want to get something else.
That's true. Well, you could do a short of it.
That's true. I just don't want to, I don't know. I'm not necessarily trying to play the YouTube game, you know. I'm just on here to talk comics and hang out with people first and foremost. But when I don't have time to do that and I'd like to have something out there, those shorts sure are handy. I've done 3 of them now. That's all.
Well, it gives me an excuse to play with my toys.
Yeah.
And, yeah, my wife, my daughter, my oldest daughter, that is, she's 19, and so she just rolls her eyes. But
but you're monetized, so she can roll her eyes all she wants. You've been validated.
Well, the funny thing about it is, her friends think it's so cool, and they're like, "Oh man, that's awesome! Your dad does that, and he's got this many subscribers, so on and so forth." And my daughter just rolls her eyes, but whatever.
And next time you buy her something for whatever occasion, birthday, Christmas, just make sure you include on the card, "This was YouTube money, honey."
I know, right? So Panda, are you still in the chat? Or are you still at work? It's going to check on some of these people here.
So is this like the Grow Together thing, or just a random sub push for yourself?
Just a random
not for you, but on your channel.
Yeah, it's just a random sub push, something that I'd been thinking about doing for a little bit, and just had some time today. Was going to see how it went. So, all right. So Remy Q is at 444 now. So we need 6 more there. And see, Greg, the Bearded Comic Bros, at 577 now. So got 2 there.
And Sleepy Reader commented that Blasted or Stash at Con has been a long time one that he recommends new guys to check out. And dude, that is so true. Like Burke on Thursday nights, my channel on Sunday nights, their channel on Friday nights. If you're new to comics and you actually want to kind of get a feel of what's going on in comics, like those are just straight review shows, like where you're
Right.
just breaking down books and talking about books, what you enjoyed, what you didn't, what's going on in them. And so if you're just trying to get the lay of the land of what's going on in comics and you don't really want to put yourself out there and ask somebody or anything, there's some really good channels out there where you can just tune in, and when you're comfortable or when you want to, you have the ability to jump in a live chat, and talk to people that are also enthusiastic about comics. That's the cool thing about YouTube. Like I hop on Facebook maybe once a week just to kind of peruse around and see what's going on. They are so toxic, and it's such a different community in the Facebook comic community versus YouTube. Like it's honest to God, enthusiastic people about the medium on YouTube. It's just all kinds of different people on Facebook, and they don't mesh well.
Huh. Yeah, it's yeah, I would say because every there's several little cliques, if you will, around the YouTube community, and then sometimes you can get on shows like Two Brothers as an example. I feel like their circle probably overlaps Burke's. There's a lot of us are in the same circles, but there's other ones that people are not familiar with, and certainly go check them out. And
Yeah, I know myself and numerous other people are channel members of yours, Steve's, and Two Brothers. There's a lot of familiar faces in each of those channel member groups.
right. Yeah, it's funny because the Burke fam versus the Forgotten, which is what Two Brothers is called, for those of you who don't know, and then the SCG Collective, which I'm not sure who named that, but
It's appropriate.
So it's funny when everybody puts something in there. A lot of times it goes in all three of them, right?
At the same time, yeah.
Yes, he is. What's up, Lady Fantastic up in the house?
I single-handedly give myself credit for bringing the Forgotten back to life, because Dustin set that up a while back when they were doing the members only stream, and they stopped for a while when they were getting everything reorganized at the turn of the new year. They were kind of restructuring the way they were going to do the channel moving forward, and nothing was going on in that group. And I noticed all the other groups had some form of stuff going on, so I just started posting in it every day. I started posting it, and finally people were like, what group is this? What's going on? And then Dustin or Nick popped in like, did I make this group? And then it's been active since.
Right. Well, and I get it. You have to kind of time that stuff, otherwise it'll control your life, right? So you got set certain times that you're free to be able to look at all that extra stuff. So yeah, aka the Burt family, T-Pain, and in the claim world known as T-Claim. So there you go. He is a fellow Georgian himself.
Oh, nice.
So he peruses the auctions. I know he is in Metaphoricals. He's usually over on the Saturday Morning Cartoon Crew on Saturdays over on my channel, and several other ones. But let's see. Also, Panda, can you drop Hoarder's Hide's channel again, as well as Shamaro's? So those are the other two that we were working towards, trying to get them to a milestone, so can do some giveaways here. And so have you your shop don't carry a Bad Idea Comics, does it?
No, but at this point I've got them all ordered, and I actually went through Bad Idea, and you have to apply, like going straight through their website. You have to apply to purchase the book. So I was able to get 1 and 2 of ENIAC from Golden Apple, and then they started selling differently. Like they sold Tankers 1 through 3 as a set, and it sold like pre-sold out, which are not even supposed to be pre-selling them. And then number 3 of ENIAC I couldn't get, but I ordered number 4. And then I went to Things from Another World or something like that and ordered a couple of them that were available. And then Sunday I talked about it on my show, and a lot of people reached out to me Monday morning with links, and I just started ordering them everywhere till I forgot where I ordered what from. So I'll have a full set of ENIAC and tankers, and hopefully the application through Bad Idea will go through for everything else that comes after, and whatever I have doubles of, I'll just put in giveaways.
Huh. Yeah, because man, I had found out that a shop that's about 2 hours away from me, but I mean, it sounds worse than what it is. I mean, I go that way fairly often, and I found out that they were one of the approved shops, and so I said, well, great, so I signed up for a pull list, and they said you're good to go. I have yet to get any of the issues from there. They,
You have
according
picked
to
them up,
them,
or they haven't put them in your box.
well, according to them, they said they never got them. And I know that Bad Idea has been having some shipping issues. Uh, but at first, I was kind of really suspicious that my copies, because as soon as those things hit the shelf, they were going for $100+, right?
Yeah.
And
Are
so I
you
got,
worried about getting the first print or the not first print? Or are you just wanting reader copies, or what are you aiming for?
I would have liked the first print, and I could have bought one. I saw one on IG. This guy was selling for 150.
Yeah.
It kind of gives me heartburn for an unknown commodity to pay $150 for it.
Yeah. See, I just with number one, I just got a not first print because I'm not worried about the value of them. Of course, everyone likes to have valuable stuff, whatever. For this, I'm not trying to hunt down a valuable copy. I just want to read the books. I want to read the books and be able to talk about them. So I'm
Sure.
just the only one that I've got the not first print of is that ENIAC number one. The rest just happen to be first print at cover price because I'm not paying over cover price for any of them. I'm not trying
Yeah.
to hard collect them or flip them.
I thought about getting it, but then I was like, I don't know. Because I know Dinesh, he's the guy that bought Valiant out of bankruptcy and led it through its renaissance, a resurgence. And then when they kicked him out, everything went downhill again, very similar to what happened with Jim Shooter.
I was about to say
Back in the day.
that. They didn't like his attitude, but the man knew how to run a business.
I mean, he's a marketing genius, and the guy doesn't need any money. I've talked to some people that know him personally, and they're like, "This guy's got it." I mean, he just does it for fun now. And he was interviewed by somebody over on YouTube I was watching. I can't remember who it was, and he's like, we've already done this, that, and the other. So this was just a couple of people that like to work together, and they said, "Hey, let's just try something different." And it's good to be in a place in life where you can do that.
Oh yeah.
So, but that's where he's at, I guess. And well, yeah. And so, lady, did you end up getting anything signed by Jim Shooter, lady, at the Huntsville Comic Expo? But I was talking to Jim Shooter at the Huntsville Comic Expo, and he's always known as hardtail. He's not going to let anything go and whatever. And he was telling me, look, I just want a good story. I want a good story. That's my main deal. I said, well, here's the deal with creatives. People that are artists, people that are writers, they're creatives. That's how their mind works. And because their mind thinks outside of the box, sometimes they need somebody to be able to rein it back inside the box. And that's what Jim Shooter was. And that's why that's why Marvel did so well under his leadership.
And deadlines are important, and he knew that.
Mm-hmm. Two Brothers Comics up in the house. I don't know if this is
suckers.
This is probably
that sounds like a Nick saying. See, I feel like that's got to be Nick because that's really.
I was thinking more Dustin.
Sup suckers. That could really go either way. That could be Dustin being Dustin or Nick trying really hard. Sup suckers.
Yes. So yeah, things got kind of carried away in that chat the other day, didn't they? Yeah, you hear me?
Which chat?
Oh, the forgotten. Dustin was going back and forth, and Nick came in there. I was like, "What's going on?"
I haven't been able to see too many of them here in the past few days. I've been crazy. I've been trying to train 3 people at my job all at the same time. So trying to do time management, work on animals while I have 2 brand new people there with me. It's just been absolute hell.
So when does the golf thing show up down there?
Oh, it just finished like a week ago.
So you're past, at least you're past that and all the people being in town then. Huh?
Yeah, and now I guess like with more vaccines going around, people can start guilt-free traveling again. More places are opening up and allowing places. Down here in the South, we are not nearly as hit as hard as up north and more congested places. So we're getting this huge just slam of business, and weren't pre-staffed for it because we were staffed for like COVID with people not traveling and stuff. So
Right.
I'm having to dump in these people like real quick here, and you know,
Yeah, and getting them
busy is good.
assimilated. Hey, hopefully it equals to job opportunity and
Well, I'm kind of lucky. It's kind of a double-edged sword because when we slow down, I have to kind of let people go, like through that whole
right.
COVID thing. But I don't go anywhere. Obviously, it's boring, like running a business by yourself. It's fun to have people to talk to, but I still get paid.
Sometimes it's fun to have people to talk to. I mean, if
Yeah,
it's stupid.
well, dude, yesterday I sent everyone on an extended break together and just left myself there by myself just so I can get stuff done. I couldn't even work in that situation. It was crazy.
Hmm. So when is that Comic Con down there for
Joe
August?
Fest. I think that's yeah, they call it the Joe Fest, the toy and comic show. I don't remember it. I think it's near Father's Day. I have to look. I plan on popping in at least one day of it. They've got a lot of vendors and stuff. Joe Fest. It looks like it says Saturday, May 22nd.
So are they going to have? Do they usually have any creators there or anything?
Oh
Or
wait, no, we got a different thing saying June 26th and 27th. I think that one's right. The June 26th and 27th. Yeah, they normally have a what's kind of getting bigger and bigger every year. The guy that orchestrates it now hasn't been doing it too long. He's from up north, and I forget, they have like a lot of voice actors for famous shows and stuff, and they have like a lot of wrestlers there. And last year CGC and CBCS were there, but I don't there wasn't really anyone there that you get to sign any of your comics. You have some outside comic vendors show up. A lot of toy people are there though. That's Dustin.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Joe Fest.
Joe Fest. So Sergeant Slaughter's there every year. They got a couple of wrestlers that were real big in like the 80s and 90s there.
Uh huh.
See, it's popped up now. Let's see if I can see some of the guests. They do like I know one of the Power Rangers is going to be there from the space series, Power Rangers in Space or whatever it was. CGC will be there. Sergeant Slaughter will be there. Uh, Justin Nimmo from Power Rangers in Space will be there. Arn Anderson will be there. Ron A. Rudat. He's like a G.I. Joe something. Father of the Cobra Sigil. I don't know. That's such a weird little niche. Whoever Robert Atkins is. A local artist from Augusta named Lauren Wright. Yeah, just a lot of smaller name celebrities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in
So
the past few years, it went from like being at like this really big hotel convention center, hotel convention room we have to being at like the actual Augusta Convention Center. So it's taking up a lot more floor space now.
well, as long as it's taking up floor space with, some of the stuff that that you see at Comic Cons is neat. And I bought some of it. I mean, it's like this Darth Revan helmet, that I
Pretty
bought.
cool.
It's neat and everything, but I don't want a whole con floor of it, right?
Mhm.
I'd rather see a whole bunch of books that I can dive in. So a lot of times things are labeled as comic cons, and they're more like cons with a few comics, right?
Yeah. And see, that's the thing about being local here. Like, there's three good comic spots here, and I know all three of them set up a booth there. But I'm also at all three of them every week. the anime size sword right there.
I know, right? I mean, it's the same size as him.
I've got the McFarlane. Oh, that's pretty cool. So McFarlane's doing all the Snyder cut figures as well.
Yeah, I was looking at some of those too.
I'm actually picking all of them up. I think there's like 5 figures plus Dark Side and Steppenwolf that are like 10 inches. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting all of those, and then my little Snyder cut craze can finally be over with.
No,
You know,
you still got to rage against the machine, man.
yeah, I mean, I've still been watching it, not like religiously or anything, but I throw it on when I'm just kind of knocking around the house, you know.
Are you still are you putting hashtags out there like restore the Snyderverse?
When it's relevant. I don't really post anything. Like I'm not a real big social media guy. Like on Instagram, I'll just share stuff about like the channel, and that's pretty much it. And just talk to people in the messages. But once in a while, you're like you see someone else's post, and you drop down in there and restore the Snyderverse.
Right.
That's super cool. What set did he come out of?
He didn't have he wasn't one of the Build-A-Figures. So he had let's see, there was a infected well, no. See, they change up this stuff on the back here. And so like that infected figure of Superman is actually one of the Build-A-Figure Merciless figures. This is the Robin, which this right here. So he's not necessarily with that set, but it's a DC Rebirth, I guess, maybe.
Nice. They should have. That infected Superman is such a not a real thing. He was just undercover. He was pretending like he was infected for like 3 panels because Batman Who Laughs knew it right off bat.
Right, and I didn't really like it. I'd rather have gotten Bizarro or just like a regular Superman. But
Bizarro would have been cool.
But he has the parts here for the Merciless figure, so that's
basically put them together yet.
No, because the last one that I needed is the Batman Who Laughs Hawkman. Oh, nice. And I finally just said screw it, and I ordered it off Macari, and it was supposed to have been here today, and it wasn't. But you got Batman with battle axes. I mean, how can you go wrong with that?
Probably can't.
Probably can't.
I don't think you can.
I don't think so either.
Did you get the motorcycle yet for your Death Metal Batman?
So my wife just left, and I gave her a picture of the motorcycle. I said, if you see this, pick this up. Because I'm bad on the toy side. It's not like comics. Like if I see it and I want it, I just pick it up. Like on the toy side, I go back and forth. And I'm like, yeah, that's going to take up so much space, blah, blah, blah. I think I'll pass.
I got to head out. The kids just pulled up. I got to go help them get out of the car, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Jumping on.
Oh, absolutely. Right. See you later.
All right. So cancel McFarlane Toys. Look, just because you broke the head on the one doesn't mean you got to cancel them all. Doesn't mean you got to cancel them all. You should call Todd up and say, yo, Todd, hey, you need to fix my toy, man. You need to fix my toy. Yeah, Batman with battle axes. And these right here are really cool too. And so like I said earlier, I got 2 of those to go with the Batman Who Laughs. And I got all the ones for the Bane, and I did that Build-A-Figure already, but I'm waiting for the Batman Who Laughs with the Hawkman to build that figure and see what we can do with that. So I didn't break anything. Well, somebody did. Somebody did. Let's see what's up here with Hoarder's Hide. Hoarder's Hide is at 43, only needing 7 more subs to make it to that 50 mark. Let's do that right there. And let's see who else we got. We got Remy Q Studios. Let's see where Remy is. Remy is at 444, needs 6 more to get that. Thomas Zarobinski, what is going on? What is up? What is up? What is up? Another member of the channel, also a Patreon member. So let's see here. We got Greg the Bearded Comic Bro. Is at 577. So he's got a couple since we've been sitting here. And let's drop Greg's in the chat. And so check these out. If you're not already subscribed to them, these guys do great content, various comic book related. Remy takes chainsaws and knives, has even been injured in the line of duty as he was opening up a chainsaw for our viewing pleasure. That's the kind of guy you want to watch. That's the kind of guy you need to sub up. And Hoarder's Hide is a whatever. You already subbed up to Greg. Oh, maybe from your other account. Yeah, okay. So yeah, there is one more for Greg there. So and be sure, if you do anything, whether it's today or on another show like this, to be sure to like their video, a video, and maybe comment SCG sent me or something, whatever you want to put on there, just so that YouTube doesn't say, oh, you're trying to do something funky and push up their subs and take away our monetization. We don't want to share it with them type deal. I don't know what they do. I don't even know if that's how it sounds. Sounds more like the Martian that Bugs Bunny always had to deal with. Oh, you pitiful earthling, you. More than anything else. But maybe it's like that too. Thomas, frequent visitor to the various auction sites, been selling some books himself on eBay. Thomas, I don't know if you wanted me to drop the link to your channel. I know that Thomas hasn't been putting out any YouTube content as of yet. Don't know if that's in your future, but you can let me know in the chat. Stanables, thank you, Stanables. Thank you, Stanables. And then also we got 3. All right, so Shamro has got 6 subs while we've been sitting here, so fantastic for him. And I'm gonna drop his link. In time, working on it. Okay, I'm working in it. There you go. No problem whatsoever. So we've been going at this for an hour. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Change that. Change that. If my computer will move slower. Captain Beardo, what is going on? Well, there you go. If you want to go ahead and sub up Thomas, and then that way when he does start dropping some content, you will be in the know. You'll be in the know. Aliens. Yes, Thomas, that is very good. Captain Beardo, what is going on? Marvin the Martian, that is right. So why don't we go ahead and give away some stuff anyway? I know I said that we were going to have to reach certain milestones on these various channels, but I do appreciate those of you who have came out. We're at 15 folks here in the chat, so ain't no nothing. I know nothing. I could see Stanimals playing that character from Hogan's Heroes. I know nothing. So, Comics at Law, what is up? But since we had y'all in the chat, why don't I just go ahead and give away some stuff? How about that? Right? I think that's fair enough. Think that is fair enough. How about that? So let me do this. Let me share the screen. Share the screen. Chrome tab here. And the wheel of names. All right. So hopefully everybody can see this right here with the various amounts of money free book. So the free book option will be a book of up to $4 in value over on any of the auctions that I frequent. I will be on Thunder God's channel tonight, as well as my channel Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time, of which you can come by and take advantage of that. Shipping cost does apply. But hey, here we go. All right, $1. So that's how this is going to work. So that was not for anybody. We are going to come back over here and T-Pain, what is up? Sergeant Schultz, I knew I couldn't remember that. Santa Claus guy, yeah, sometimes. So yeah, T-Pain's like, hey, I'll take that. You know, I normally buy stuff anyway. So why don't I do this? I'm going to take a number and I'm going to write it down on said. Good deal, T-Pain. I will be 2. I'm going to write a number on said piece of paper. I'm going to drop a start line, and it is going to be a number between 1 and 40. 1 and 40. Okay. And now you can drop your numbers, and we'll see if whoever gets the one right will spin the wheel at that point, and we'll see what you win. How about that? Ooh, wow, very close, Adrian. Let's see here. I know what's going to happen. They're going to, there's going to be a pause, and then all of a sudden it's going to push all these numbers through. Oh, we've had a couple that are so close. They're like one off. What do you mean by one chance? No, you type it into your heart's content, Phil. Let's see. Looking to see. Are you trying to call Jenny Thomas 8675309? Okay. Stop. Hold the presses. Somebody has gotten the right answer. Just got to make sure they were the first person to get the right answer. All right. So I see somebody who has the right answer. I'm going to scroll back up to make sure they were the first person with the right answer. I know, the suspense, it's killing me. Yeah, they were. All right, so let me come down here and show you what the number was. I gotta find where that person put it in now. Oh, there. Okay, so the number was 15. So the first person that I see with 15 was T-Pain, aka T-Claim. So T-Pain, congratulations on that. So let's share the screen and let's see what T-Pain is going to win. T-Pain, T-Pain. All right, T-Pain. Let's shuffle this chances up here. And all right, there we go. And let's hit that wheel. Big money, big money. Let's see what T-Pain gets. T-Pain gets, T-Pain gets. T-Pain gets $1, sir. $1. So what I'm going to move is that particular $1, and then we're going to go back over here. And so T-Pain gets $1, which I can put a $1 bill in your box because T-Pain already has a box with me. I can put $1 in your box, or you can just simply use it as a credit on your next purchase, whichever way you want to do it, sir. Don't spend it all in one place. Yes, he needs to spend it all in one place. Anyway, there is that. So appreciate everybody for coming out. That's right. That's right. I mean, who would want buy? It's funny because my kids were laughing at me because I saw a nickel on the ground. I was like picking up, it's like, oh, a nickel, and I get all excited about it. And they're like, really? It's a nickel. And it's like nickels and pennies, quarters, dimes, they all come all the time, they spend all the time. Right. So, why not? Why not? So, who would walk by $1 on the street? Who would walk by $1 on the street and not go ahead and do that? Oh yeah, I pick up pennies all the time, man. I mean, if I see a penny out there, I'm gonna pick it, dust it off, put it in my pocket. Adrian Panda Awesome dropping the SCG Collective tags and whatever in there, and also wanted to, while I was losing connection to airport. Oh, dang, that sucks. If you're at the airport flying out, stay safe out there. So let's see. I did want to shout out the members of the YouTube channel. So these are all the members of the YouTube channel as well as the Patreon members. The YouTube channel members enjoy little perks like the emojis that Adrian was dropping a while ago, as well as all this other kind of stuff that I'm still working on building out. There is one membership. It's $2.99, I believe, a month. On the Patreon side, there's several levels. If you buy a lot of books from me, you'll probably find a lot of value over on the Patreon side because you get free books on some of them, as well as entered into giveaways and also free shipping once a month. So check that out. And if you're interested in finding out about your collectibles that seem to be going up every single day these days, go to gocollect.com and you can do it for free. And you can even get even more in-depth analysis with paid for memberships. Look at that. Stanables. Look at Stanables, the newest member of the SCG crew. And you know what? I even have this for you, Stanables.
Yippee! All right.
Yes, that was me doing the voices, but thank you for becoming the newest member to the SCG Collective, and as you can see now, you have been anointed. But Adrian, can you drop Stanables channel in the chat? Stanable Collectibles. He normally. Are you planning on going live Thursday like you normally do, Stanables? I didn't know he had surgery recently. I didn't know if he was going to go live or not. But if you can, Stanables Collectors Universe, I'll get it out in a minute. He normally does a live like on Thursday nights, does New Comic Book Day. And let me tell you something about Stanables. He has a goal of getting the Detective Comics, which is a very lofty goal. Yeah, okay, cool. So he has a very lofty goal of the Detective Comics, but this guy loves him some New Comic Book Day. Have you ever seen his new comic book hauls? It's like he brought the comic book store home with him. I can imagine when he walks into the LCS, his comic book store owner just lights up with the smiles like, "What's up, Stan? You doing all right today? Nice to have you in here. Thank you. You just made my Porsche payment." He does. He buys like multiple copies of it. It's like crazy. Okay, and so thank you, Adrian Panda Awesome, for dropping Stanables. Only 25 to 40 titles a week. Come on, guys. I mean, I'm trying to cull down my new comic book stuff just because I use that money to buy other stuff. And his dog likes him too. Imagine he does. He's like, "Hey, Poochie. Hey, Poochie. Poochie, 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 Poo. This is Stanibles, and he buys your puppy chow for you." And he goes, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." So I imagine, it's probably a love relationship there. So he's like, that's this big old stack, big old stack of bills that he drops at the comic book store. Just picked up an ASM 129. So if you are not subbed up to Stanables Universe, go check him out. He is currently at 467 subscribers. And so he will be at that 500 mark before you know it. So he was talking about on his live stream the other day. He also collects coins and various other, in the medical community, they call that hoarding, but Stanables Hoarders Universe. But I think we all can relate to that for sure. But he was talking about doing some different stuff on his channel, some different videos, and so I'm sure he will be dropping some of that in the near future. And as somebody that buys an awful lot of brand new comic book day books, he would know about them, because sometimes people will review books just based on the blurb that's put on freshcomics.com or something else like that. But no, he's doing it because he's got that many new comic book day books. Man, what is up? The guy who ghosted everybody in the community, just joking. Barbarian Kung Fu up in the house. What is going on with you, my friend? Long time no hear from. Now, seriously, I was thinking about going to Atlanta this week, and some things didn't come to pass, so I decided to hang back for a little bit. But I was going to go out there and hit up Dave's, see if I can get some more good deals out there. But I know Barbarian's been selling. Looks like he got some deals at Dave's himself, and he's selling some stuff over on IG, Barbarian Kung Fu Sales, maybe. ICT Vinny, what is up? What is up? How are you doing today? So, so we dropped Stanables. No, dropped Stanables thing in the chat as well. So let's try to bump him up a little bit more. He's at 467 subscribers currently. If you haven't already subbed him up and you like content that talks about comic books, hey, you heard him, Barbarian. You heard him. But yeah, so if you like that kind of content, that's what kind of stuff that he puts out. But let us give away some more stuff. How about that? Here's a story of a lovely lady. Okay. Wrong show. Okay. We are going to. All right, I'm taking the old number of 15. It shall not be 15 again. So we're going to take another number right here. Okay. So we've got another number right here, and I'm going to hit the start line. A number between 1 and 40. 1 and 40. you can go. A number between 1 and 40. I wrote it down on this piece of paper right here. And let's see who gets it first. And we will spin the wheel to see who gets it first. Oh, stop. Somebody already got it. Let me see if they are the first person. So I show it here. The number was 27. The first person I see get 27 is T-Pain. Look at that. T-Pain on the number. John's Comics with Kids. This show started an hour ago, but I know you have a problem with Central Time. No, he's got his tag team Thursday where they're on various channels. So thanks for stopping by, John. Comics with Kids. Let's see, so T-Pain got it again. Hashtag rigged. So let's see what T-Pain is going to win this time. Maybe he'll win something more than $1. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so we have got the wheel here. We're going to shuffle this up. There we go. And then we're going to hit this. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Will he get the... Oh, so close. So close. But he does have one more dollar to do with as he pleases. It's like words. Words can be confusing too, right? So yeah, it was. I thought it was going to stop on that 5, but alas, it did not. So T-Pain, you got yourself another $1, sir. So congratulations there. All right, let's see here. Did StreamYard just pause? Interesting. And let us see where we are at on our sub pushes here. All right, so Stanables Collectors Universe, you've got another sub. Yeah, look at that. You doubled up, man. Doubling your money, man. BLC, meow, meow. What is going on, meow, meow? Up in the house. Had a live show earlier today himself. Mr. CGC, by the way. I know that he was crying about the CGC rates going up because he does a lot of business. Matter of fact, CGC should send Big Lion Cat a Christmas card every single year. I'm just saying, because he does spend an awful lot of money with them on them slabs. I think he slabs everything in his collection. And also, while I'm thinking about it, BLC, did you end up getting that last Deceased book that you were trying to get? I didn't know if you were able to finally lay hands on it the other day or not, or period or not. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, so he's definitely no, not yet. Okay. Well, just keep reaching for it. Maybe you will get it. Let's see where we're at on the Bearded Comic Bro. Bearded Comic Bro is at 578. So we got 3 subs for the Bearded Comic Bro. Whoop, whoop. Let's drop. I'm going to drop his in the chat there. And then let's go to Remy Q Studios, who I think just dropped a video himself. He's at 445, so he has gotten 2 subs since we've been doing this. Oh, at MegaCon? Yeah. Yeah, maybe so. So that is for Remy Q Studios, Mr. Chainsaw himself. Also, let's talk about Shamaro Cinema. who was unfortunately stuck at work himself. And we've got 6 subs for him. So check him out. 6 subs. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, and then if BLC finds that book, he needs to do a video just showing them all off, because I mean, I don't know, would there be anybody else that actually collected every single deceased cover that they made? Man, we are so close on Hoarder's Hide. He is at 46 subscribers, with our goal being 50. Late to the party, man. But we've been sending some subs your way. Been trying to push you up there, and then we've got that's Hoarder's Hide. So trying to hit 50 with him. Did I drop Standables? I think I dropped Standables. So I think I dropped Standables a while ago. But Bearded Comic Bro, man, he's dropping content all the time, goes through all the deal about editing videos and all the other kind of stuff. I know, man, that's what we were trying to do, was trying to get you to that 600. Got 3. And BLC says, just subbed up all. Thank you, BLC, for that. And I send an extra meow meow your way. An extra meow meow. How about that? So Bearded Comic Bro dropping that content with his wife. I wish I could get my wife to do something with me on YouTube, but I don't know that I could get that. I think she's too shy for that kind of stuff. So we got Remy Q Studios. He is at 446 now. He is live himself. He is live himself. He's all right. What was that about? Shut up, Dustin. Yeah, when they talk like that, it's funny because you can basically tell, who's who or whatever. Except for one time, Dustin was auctioning off some books, and I didn't know if Dustin was also in the chat. And I'm not going to say what Nick did, but I was like, "All right, Dustin, really?" And he's like, "Dude, that wasn't me. That was Nick." And Nick's like, "Well, it was me. I didn't mean to do that." Yeah, maybe so. It'd be cool to do like a wives thing or something like that. But did you just ask nice, and if you do a voice off camera, that's how I got my wife involved. Yeah, so Stanible's wife comes down there, and I think she really comes down there to make sure he's not buying something off eBay or something. And because she got like the notification on the credit card, and he's like, "What?" She's like, "What are you buying down there?" She come out. It was funny because one time he's sitting there live, and she comes there, and she's like got this. You don't really see her face; you just see like the shoulders down. She's just standing there beside him with her hand on his shoulder, and Stanables is like. she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Nothing, honey." Because my wife walks in and I'm doing something, and I got this guilty pause like you do when you see police. You start slowing down even though you're not speeding. You start slowing down, you throw your seatbelt on, whatever, and or your heart jumps up in your throat when you see one comes by. Credit card notifications. Well, when you had your wife go by and pick up your new comic book days, I said, "Man, that's pretty ballsy of you, man," because your wife, as much as she spent on new comic book day, I could see her going up there. "Hey, Stable said he had a couple of books up here." "Okay, yeah." Boom. And then she goes, "I thought he had a couple." "Oh no, this is his normal pull list." So, yeah, she gives you crap. Yeah, that's the way it goes. No, that was Nick. He still has those books too. He didn't get rid of them. He didn't actually get rid of them. That's crazy. So let's see here. Remy Q Studios. Let's see what Remy Q Studios is. We're gonna go live. I don't know if my computer can handle this. Let's see if it can. Share screen. Chrome tab, we're going to go to Remy Q Studios. All right. Let's see if we can do this. I don't know if my computer can handle all this.
The next one is can't see the title.
Someone mute him. Let's tell him where's the chainsaw. I can spell. He's not even going to pay attention to me. What is up with that? I see Adrian's over here too. Man, how in the world you do all this, Adrian, and be at work too? What a cool Mortal Hulk book. Alex Ross cover. So he's got this cool little Nintendo hat too. And I'm thinking that this is like a green screen because occasionally I see it like fizzle on him or whatever. I mean, he'll pull like crazy books out of the wall or something. Oh, we won't chainsaw Remy.
No chainsaw. Sorry. Actually, I have it down here. This definitely wasn't one that I was going to try to open with the chainsaw.
Oh man! So let me stop that there and go back over here. So we got it's not fair. She keeps track of me either way, and I usually get the call about 1 minute after the car. See, so my wife, she'll buy stuff, and I get that same notification. So I understand, as the one that's keeping up with stuff, that so somebody has to keep watch of it because my wife certainly doesn't. So do appreciate everybody for hanging out today. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. But if you have not already subbed to the channel, go ahead and sub the channel and the bell notification for future content like this, as well as subbing up all the channels that I previously dropped links for. Hulk smash that like button. Hulk smash that like button. And do want to shout out the channel members. And Stanables, your name will go up here too when I update that. And then also visit gocollect.com for all your collecting questions and needs. And appreciate everybody for coming by, hanging out. BLC, later to meow meow yourself. And until next time, folks, keep reading, keep collecting. Adios.